Let's face it, life isn't easy. If you're stuck in a bad relationship, betrayed or afraid of tomorrow, financially insecure, or desperate for a breakthrough, you've come to the right place. Dr. Carmen Harra is a renowned psychologist, intuitive, relationship expert, and best-selling author, and she's here to give you the miracle guidance you need. Her new call-in show, Miracle Guidance for Everyday Life, offers profound wisdom, practical advice, daily exercises, and empowering predictions, all for you. Dr. Harra's show aims to eliminate everyday problems, big and small, with topics like healing your relationships, reclaiming your power, achieving better health, dealing with loss, and so much more. Regain the joy, stability, and fulfillment you deserve to feel. Tune in to Miracle Guidance for Everyday Life with host Dr. Carmen Harra, live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, and find the answers you've been looking for.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Miracle Guidance, the show that wants to change your perception, your awareness, the way you look at your life, give you tips and help you transform your life for better. So tonight, and you know I'm every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on OMTime Radio. But tonight, I would love to help you to recognize your true calling and show you how to work towards your greater purpose. But before we go to the show, and you know this is a calling show, so feel free to call in at 202-570-7057 with your questions. I will have questions for you. Actually, I have 6 questions. When I was thinking about this show, I thought of 6 questions that will define the topic of the show. So let's think for a moment and think of what you're doing for a living right now. And I want you to answer this question honestly. So think of your work. Does it bring you joy? That would be the first question. The second question, does it serve others? The third question, does it make you passionate? The fourth question, does it come to you easily? The fifth question, does it empower you? And the last question, does it reach down to your soul? And if you answer no to any of these questions, that you might not be living in your purpose. By what I mean is you might not be fulfilling your highest calling. So let's go to the questions again, and if you call in, we can go through them again and we see in which way any of them applies to you. We used to say that all of life comes with ease, joy, and glory. So does your work bring you joy? You will know when you're working on your vocation whether it'll bring you fulfillment and happiness. Doing what you love, no matter how difficult it is, will fill your heart with joy. And I'm going to move to the second question. Does your work serve others? Because your mission might be, for instance, to dance or to write or to work on the computer. But doing all these things will actually make you serve others through your work. So your greater purpose should always be driven by positive action and improvement to the mankind. So you may be the owner of a big company that brings you a lot of money, but your real reward lies in the ways your company helps improve lives of others. And I'm going to move to the third question again. Does it make you passionate? Because your purpose will make you feel so passionate that you will want to do this every single day. Now, working towards your true calling will stir up incredible excitement in what you do, and you will always want to continue to do it and over again. Does it come to you easily? Like I already said, all of life comes with ease, with joy. So does it come easily? Your life work will not be easy to do, but will come to you easily. This means that you have that natural talent for what you are destined to do, because we all are destined to do, and we have talents and what we are destined to do. Sometimes you may even wonder where and how you learn to do it so well. And that takes the next question, does it empower you? Because your purpose will make you feel extremely powerful, even unstoppable. If you do what you like, you become an unstoppable force. So when you work within your calling, you work within the field of your divine force. If you work at a job that's not meant for you, you'll feel exhausted, drained from the beginning. But if you work towards your purpose, you'll feel that like there's the universe supplying you with this unlimited strength and energy. Like I hear people say, I like what I do. Does it reach down to your soul? Because beside making you happy and excited, your calling will reach you down to your soul. You will simply feel that this is right for you, that this is exactly what you need to do, that you are doing the right thing in the right place. So working towards your purpose will make you feel like all the pieces of the puzzle like falling into place. Because I really believe that every person has a unique reason to exist. Like a mission they have to fulfill and a pursuit they have to follow. I will always keep in my mind a famous sentence made by the American writer Mark Twain, who said, the two most important days of my life were the day when I was born and the day when I find out why. So very important. So you know that you're alive, but you don't know why. So I'm receiving this question from you all the time. What is my purpose? What am I here for? What am I meant to do? So we need in the show today to find out what are we really meant to do. Each of us in different ways, because many of us know what they meant to do, but they do something else. Or many of us, we haven't even figured it out yet what it is that we are meant to do. And that's okay. You know, to my experience, some of the greatest people I've ever met in the 40s, 50s, 60s, they're old, and they're still working on understanding their power and their purpose, still working on unleashing that extraordinary energy that exists within, or gifts or talents that exist within their self. The truth is that you can have more than one purpose in life. Your purpose may be to have children, to become a doctor, to write a book, to design a home, or it may be all of these things, or it may be none of these things. So you don't have to limit yourself to manifesting one part of your destiny. Just make sure you recognize that what it is that you're meant to do here on earth, and do it all. Do everything that you're meant to do. Don't limit yourself. Because the way you can create a better version of yourself is by accepting that you have skills and abilities that you haven't discovered, haven't worked on, and haven't allowed to manifest. And I'm going to give you my example. I was a young girl growing up in a northern part of Transylvania, somewhere in Romania. So I was 2-3 years old, and I started singing around the house. And my parents were sending me to sing in the bathroom because they thought that I was, how should I say, too loud, and they had no time for me. But anyhow, they started to be shocked when I started singing in French because nobody spoke French. So I was that little girl that was singing at the age of 9 years old the famous song Edith Piaf, Je ne regrette rien, non, rien de rien. Non, je ne regrette rien, ni le bien qu'on m'a fait, ni le mal, tout ça m'est bien égal, non, rien de rien. You know the song. So all my life I knew that my calling was music. So I started entering every singing competition, and I quickly became famous throughout Europe. So I was fortunate to discover my calling, because thanks to my singing career, I ended up getting a contract to sing in New York. And this is the way I came here 35 years ago. And when I got here, I completely changed my career. And I became a therapist, and I started writing books and helping people. So, but you know what? It's so interesting. I always knew that I have somehow to go back to my first calling. Now I'm in my 60s, and I recently released a number of like 9 songs that have millions of views on YouTube, and I am releasing a new album in a matter of weeks. So despite my age, I kept my promise to return to my soul's desire. So I'm giving you my example to demonstrate the truth. The truth is that your purpose will never leave you, will never fail you. You will, from the day you're born to the day you pass, continue to live on your purpose because it's part of you. Like your vocation will call you back to it time and time again. That is how you know it's what's meant to you and only for you. So if you know your calling, and let's say you never, listen to your voice telling you do this, then it's never too late. So go back to your calling, and at any age, at any moment in time, believe in that. And I'm going to give you actually some tips how to access, how to empower yourself, how to work on your calling, because it's very important. Actually, I created 11 steps to live out your calling. And I'm going to talk about that, but if I have any calls, I'm going to take your calls, and then we'll jump on to discussing which are the steps that you should take to live out your calling. I want to make an announcement, which I think it's important for you guys to know, that at this point in time, because of the holiday season, all my sessions are buy one, get one free. So let's say you want to give a session as a gift to one of your family member, to any of your friends, or somebody who can benefit from any guidance or counseling or any type of help right now. My sessions is buy one, get one free during the holidays, so feel free to email me at CARMENAJRA, Carmen Harra, my name, one word, double R, Carmen Harra, AOL, and we can talk about scheduling a session with you. And also I'll appreciate if you will subscribe to my Carmen Harra music and listen to my songs, or subscribe or be my friend on Facebook, or subscribe to my newsletters if you go to carmenharra.com. I love to have you as a friend. I love to be in touch, and I'm always giving away sometime free session or other gifts, like say you buy my book, The Karma Queen's Guide to Relationship, my last book, published by Penguin Books, and you also get minutes free. So that's a way for us to be in touch. That's a way for us to connect. So I'm also going to go and take your calls. And if you feel like this topic resonates with you, I want you to call me at 202-570-7057 so we can dive more into this incredible topic. Because, as I said, for so many years since I do this career, everybody's telling me I would love to find out what is my life purpose. Like, it's called Dharma, exactly like the word karma. This has this Sanskrit connotation. So I want you to know that's very important to live by your calling. And I'm going to take some of the calls. I see a lot of people: Dominguez, Alexandria, Margot, Lena from New York, and many of you waiting online. So I'm super excited to embark on the calls. And then after the break, I will also discuss with you the 11 steps to live out your calling, how to create this version of yourself, and how to be clear about your objective, and how to actually work at your highest potential. Because many of us, we just live within our comfort zone, and that's because we dominated by fear, and the fear doesn't let us reach beyond the comfort zones. So let's see, we work day by day, and we dislike what we do, but we don't know any better. We're unhappy over and over because we don't know what to do about it, how to manifest our true calling, and how to create that bigger version of ourselves. So it's easy to say, it's not that easy to do. So I'm gonna go to the callers right now, just to try to talk a little bit with, I'm gonna take somebody I think I haven't been talking before, if I'm right. I'm gonna go to Margot from Pennsylvania, and then I'm going to go to Alexandria, and then Domingas, and then Elena. So hi, Margot, my dear, how are you?
Quite sad at the moment.
You sad? What happened to you, my love?
Sorry.
No, I understand.
My daughter.
Tell me.
My daughter died on October 8th, and she was only 53, and she helped so many people, but she kind of couldn't help herself. So, well, I shouldn't say that, but she did so many things right, and it didn't help her.
It's interesting that from all the people on this list, I felt like going to you, Margot. And you're breaking my heart right now because, I'm a mom and I have daughters, so I know the feeling, and I cannot even imagine, this pain. This probably one of the worst feeling is to lose a child. And no matter the age of a child, is still your child. But I want to tell you that your daughter is happy where she is because she found peace. There was something going on in her life which she was not happy. I also am tempted to believe that this seems to be her time. Some of us come on earth to live 94 years old like President Bush. Some of us come here for 3 years and we die in childhood. Some of us died at the age of 40 or died in terrible circumstances. But Margot, hold on the line. I'm going to a short break, and I'll be with you in one moment. Thank you, sweetheart.
Thank you.
The best of the holistic, spiritual, and conscious world. OMTimes Radio. IOM FM.
OMTimes magazine is one of the leading online content providers of positivity, wellness, and personal empowerment. A philanthropic organisation, their net proceeds are funneled to support worldwide charity initiatives via Humanity Healing International. Through their commitment to creating community and providing conscious content, they aspire to uplift humanity on a global scale. Connect at omtimes.com. OMTimes, creating a more conscious lifestyle.
Hello, I'm Sandy Sedgbeer, host of OMTimes magazine's flagship radio show, What is Going On? My passion is sifting through information, research and innovations from new thought teachers, speakers and researchers pushing back the boundaries of what we know about life, energy, metaphysics and the universe. I love shifting perceptions about who we are, why we're here, and how quickly impossible becomes normal when we open our minds, expand our awareness, and accept that the only limits that exist are those we place upon ourselves. So if you're the kind of forward-thinking, eager investigator of what lies beyond the current reality that most perceive, why not make a date to come play with me in the field of possibilities at 4 p.m. Pacific Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time every Thursday, and together we can discover what's really going on.
Hi, this is New Age Grammy winner Paul Avgerinos. Thanks for listening to OMTimes Radio, and please support my peaceful healing music with a purchase at iTunes, Amazon, or wherever you shop for fine music. Just put my name into the search engine, Paul Avgerinos. A, V like Victor, G like George, E-R-I-N-O-S. You can also visit me at roundskymusic.com. Thanks for listening, and I'm wishing you the brightest of blessings.
Melissa from Michigan. I work an extra part-time job serving lunch at my child's school, but I still can't afford to put food on our table.
Daniel from California. Choosing whether to pay the rent or pay to fix the car to get to work doesn't leave us with much at all. Now we can't even pay for meals.
Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
And I'm back on OMTime Radio, and I was just watching, like every American, the life and the celebration and the passing of our 41st president. And I was thinking that he lost a daughter when that child was 3 years old, and he lived up to 94, which says we never know when we come on Earth how long we're going to be around. And that's why, because I was talking to Margot, who tells me she lost her daughter, and she's in pain and she suffered. But the first thing, Margot, are you with me? Margot, are you with me?
Yes.
Okay. The first thing, when this is happening, as much as it's so painful that you cannot even think, and it takes at least 1 year for that pain to sort of be integrated inside your being, and then it will never go away. That pain will never go away. But it gets better after 1 year, and then it takes another 9 years. And after 9 years, you accept finally that this happens to you. So I hate to say that this takes so long, but it really does. And my feeling of your daughter is that this was probably her time to go, if you agree with me. And it feels like her mission, her time on Earth came to an end. We come with a codification, and we are here to stay for a relatively limited of time. So if we're lucky, we can be in our 90s. But all the people died relatively young. And your daughter was way too young to die. But if I connect with a soul, I feel like she thinks her mission was fulfilled. Like that she, in this lifetime, she did as much as she could, and she couldn't do anything more. So this was, in so many respects, a timing. She talks about somebody with a G or J name and somebody with an M. Do these two initials resonate in any ways?
Jean, yes, a lady named Jean.
Who was Jean for your daughter?
A good friend, and she helped her out at earlier times.
Right, so she's mentioning this woman. She's also mentioning somebody with an M name. Who had an M name? I mean, you, Margot, you have an M. Is there anybody else that have an M or an A? Because she claims being with another woman on the other side, so she's not alone. And it's interesting, your daughter is also with a soul, a male. I mean, there was your daughter was supposed to have a son at some point, or wanted to have a son?
No, but she's probably with her father.
Yes, so there is a man on the other side, but there is also someone else who could have been, you understand what I mean? Could have been her son in this lifetime, but it didn't happen. But I think somewhere deep in her heart, she wanted that to happen. Like we all eventually want to have kids. Yeah. And there was a soul that she met in a previous life that could have, so the possibility was there, but it didn't happen. So I'm trying to make my point. So she's with a woman, she's with two men. I think it's her father. And who has an A name? A, like Ellen, Anna. Who has an A name?
I can't recall.
Okay. So she's mentioning some people that she's on the other side. And she's mentioning her father. She's mentioning this older lady, which I think it's either a grandmother or something like that, because it's an older woman who died relatively old. And she, your mom, no?
Maybe
yeah,
her grandmother.
Yeah, somebody who died old, and at the end, she couldn't even walk very well. Somebody who was in a wheelchair at the end of her life, because she lived relatively long. Does this make sense?
Yeah,
right.
My mother was 94.
Right. And it's interesting, I did bring up the age of 94 for a number of times referring to Bush, but it's like I felt somebody was really old for her out there. and she was waiting for your daughter, like with white flowers. It's interesting, with white roses. And she said that the moment when she passed, she saw herself walking out of that body, and moving again, and she felt very young and very alive and very pretty and very eager, you know what I mean, to move into the next dimension, because she saw a beautiful world out there, so she left so happy. There was no pain, no suffering. The passing was a very brief and beautiful moment, actually. We used to say that when we die, those who cry are those who are witness the death, but the person who's dying actually has a tremendous positive experience. And it can be actually demonstrated clinically, medically, because when we die, there's some releases of good feel hormones in the brain that make your passing very easy. So she was in no pain, no suffering. She saw her grandmother. After a while, she saw the dad, and she saw this young man who could have been her son, who she had a life with him somewhere at the beginning of the 19th century. So this was a soul who she was connected in a different life and could have been eventually connected in this life. But she said that she doesn't want you to cry. She sees you crying constantly. She wants you to celebrate her life with her, because whenever you cry, the soul suffers. Though as we go on the other side, we don't have any more pain. We don't cry, anymore. It's like, it's so fascinating. We release emotions, so we're in a state of content. So she doesn't want you to suffer. So that's what she's asking you to be okay with this, Mom. And she talks about a painting or a picture of her, something that relates to her when she was like 19 or 23, something like that. Do you know? And she mentioned the January, end of January, beginning of February. Do you know why? Is anyone born by that day? Or by that time?
January is my birthday.
Okay, so that's what she mentions. She mentions the month being born in January. So that's a way of showing, hey, Mom, it's me. Don't even doubt. Do you drink tea?
Yes.
She said whenever you're having a cup of tea, she wants you to give her a cup of tea, to almost like in an energy form, she's there. She doesn't have that body, but a soul is there. Whenever you're having a cup of tea, she's joining you. And she's like, she's happy. She's like, remember those days when you were laughing. That's what she says. Remember those days of celebration. Remember the moment of happiness together. And don't feel any pain. She will continue to be present around you in an amazing way. Sometimes she comes in the middle of the night. Do you wake up at 3, 4 a.m.?
Yeah, I don't sleep very well.
Right. Whenever you awake at that time, the spirit can come way easier in the physical realm. And she's like trying to sit by your bed. And do you have a book by your bed?
Yeah, sometimes.
Right. She said that sometimes she tries to see what you have by your bed, like watching and seeing things around you. And she said that anytime you need something or want to be in touch with her, just speak loud voice, like she can hear you. She can hear you, and I want you to establish a communication with her, because it's going to be way easier for you to heal. And she also said that you're going to receive in the mail something in the next 2 weeks that's going to be almost like a sign. You have in life to look for signs that the other side is giving us. So she said, look for what I'm sending you in the mail in the next 2 weeks. As bizarre as it might sound, but there is something coming as a sign from your daughter. And I want you to call me back. She also talks about somebody, Carol or Caroline, or a CK name. Do you know who she's referring to?
No.
Okay, well, look for that initial also. There's some stuff that she said that you didn't quite process or didn't quite connect, but you will, I promise you. And whenever you feel you need to talk to her, just pick up the phone and let's talk again. I want to talk to you, Margot, again, because I want to see where you are, in a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks from now, okay? Because I want to continue to be that positive force in helping you heal this. Will that be okay?
Yes, that'll be okay. Thank you very much.
Okay, my love. I love you. So I'm going to go and see who's there for me. I'm going to go to Alexandria. I don't know if she's still there. Alexandria, are you still with me?
I am.
Hello?
Yes, I am. Hello.
Hi, Alexandria.
Alexandra.
Oh, Alexandra, how are you, my love? How can I help you? I'm so excited that you're calling me all the way down. It must be middle of 2 a.m. What is it, 3 a.m.? It's very late.
I am in Germany. I am in Germany.
Oh, you're in Germany. Okay, my angel. So tell me, how can I help you? Just ask me specific questions.
I need help with my focus. I cannot concentrate me.
What did you say? I couldn't hear you.
I feel that my brain had take a break.
Oh, so do you feel like you are tired? You have no energy?
No, I feel that I have no motivation.
Okay, well, that is usually a sign when the energy is down, when your life force is not in place, when you feel like you're not, you unplug, like you're not connected. And
Yes.
Is this happening to you for a while?
Yes.
For how long?
Much than 2 years.
For the last 2 years? Okay. How is your health overall? I think there's nothing really wrong with your health. I think there is probably the sense of you're not moving in the right direction. Things are not happening the right way. Do you agree with me?
You mind that I don't have a good job?
Oh, probably that must be a reason. If you're not motivated by something, if the work is not moving in the right direction, that's enough reason for you to feel down, to feel like everything is going in the wrong direction. So that's how I feel with you. Things are not moving the right way. But I do feel a major turnaround in your life in the next 4 or 5 months. So things will change and you will snap out of this state of mind and you will be able to get a very good job. So there's a good job ahead of you, but it's somewhere March, April. Which month are you born, Alexandra? Which month are you born? In November. So November what? Give me just the day too.
25.
25th, okay. Oh, so actually things 25, no?
Yes.
Okay, actually things are gonna get way better for you during 2019. From the spring of 2019 all the way down to February 2020, your life will change. You get one of the best job offer that you've ever got. You will work with 2 other women in a place that is very, how should I say, that has a lot of potential to become a huge business. You might even involve you might work with other women into that direction, into that field, and it's gonna get way better. You will do extremely well during this coming year. But you might probably work in a different place, or in a private place, or it's a private hospital or something like that. It's because It pays better. It's going to make you feel rewarded. And talking about your calling, so you are really doing the things that you meant to do, and you're really doing a phenomenal job. So don't be down, don't be demoralized. Just look for that opportunity that's ahead of you. And the person who's going to help you actually has a name that starts with a D. Daniel, David, with a D name, so look for that person. He's a man that looks tall, brown, light hair, lighter eyes. He's actually a big guy, and it's not an old man. He's a man in his late 40s, something like that. He's relatively young, and he will be extremely helpful. So,
and with marriage.
I see you with a man who's actually 2-3 years older than you. I have a feeling that probably this man was married before. He is coming into your life. I don't think he's in your life right now. He seems German to me, or at least half German. Somebody who even has a presence like that, who's very typically from that part of the world. And but he will be very good for you, and I think it's meant to be part of your life. So that's also going to happen, because this coming year is good from you. It's good for you emotionally in your private life. It's good for career. So things are working your way, my love. So
thank you very much.
Thank you so much for calling me. So I'm going to go to a break, and then I'll go and take your. I have a lot of people. I have Michelle. I have Elena. I have Domingas. All of you guys, don't go anywhere. I will be with you in a minute.
The best of holistic, spiritual, and conscious world. OMTimes Radio. IOM FM.
Ascending Hearts is no ordinary dating site, but a spiritual dating site with a purpose, to link you with your soulmate. We engineer the serendipity so you can trust that you will attune with someone that has the same matching vibration as you. Ascending Hearts, the conscious dating site for the spiritually aware. Try Ascending Hearts for free. AscendingHearts.com.
Hello, I'm Lisa Berry. Join me every Monday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time for Light on Living. A chance to see new, hear different, and feel more as I shine the spotlight on all the ways to lighten the load of life's challenges. Light on Living is your link to that new way you're looking for, that new understanding that will enhance your life, and that positive connection that will support your growth. So join me, and you'll gain insight and start to see things in a new way that motivates you.
Hi, this is recording artist and composer Yuval Ran, inviting you to a voyage through the chakras, a new double album of guided meditations to transform your life, a sublime musical medicine for nourishing inner peace and reaching to your higher virtues. Get it now at metamindfulnessmusic.com. METTA mindfulnessmusic.com.
I am Fidel Mshombo. I was born in a city called the Bukavu in the Congo. We were a loving family, and then, boom, everything that I had disappeared in a single day. People think that when you are a refugee and they resettle you to America, and all your problems are done. They don't understand that that's the beginning of everything. I was not born a refugee. I was made one.
It's time we welcome refugee families with open arms. Learn more at embracerefugees.org, brought to you by the Ad Council.
And I'm back, and we're talking today about steps that we should take to live out our calling. So I'm going to go and take more of our calls, talking about calling. And I'm going to go to Michelle in Texas. Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Carmen. How are you?
I'm great.
Well,
I'm great.
Thanks for taking my call. So I was actually talking to you last week, and we were talking, and you told me to call back I called back, and I am thrilled to be able to speak to you again. We were talking about our relationship with my sister and my mom, and I had asked you to try to connect with my dad, and you were given some information. You said something about reunion, so I guess my question would be, is it going to be possible to reconcile with my sister?
I think this is going to become possible. This is going on for a while, no?
Yes.
Because I feel like she's still upset. She like tried to close every door of communication, like not allowing to communicate with you. So, but I see a change. I see this changing. I see this only for now. You know what I mean? And then this will get better. So I promise you, this is gonna get better. So just wait probably another 3, 4, 5 months, no longer than that.
Okay. So, I also wanted to give you some feedback because you were talking to me. You said a woman had showed up, and I didn't really get who it was until later, and I thought, I think it was my dad's mom, who I never met, and her name was
Right.
Susie. You were telling me that she did not give you her name, and you were saying that she had she passed a long time ago. I actually called my I don't even know how old my aunt is, but she's over 85, and asked her about some of the that you gave me. And it turns out, you gave me the month of September, and you gave me May 16th, and it turned out that my grandma Pansy was born on September 16th. So I was convinced then that was my dad's mother.
Yeah, well, when they give a specific birthday, it's them. Is there a way of identifying? It happens to me all the time that I have a spirit that talks, and probably we're not aware of who that is, but after a while, a week, a day, you realize who that person is. So I'm very convinced that that is actually your grandma.
Well, yeah, I never met her, so interesting, but she did show up with my dad. So is there anything else that you can tell me about that situation with my mother and my sister? Because it's pretty awkward, and if not, I understand. I can ask about my career.
I think that we need to ask the help of the spirit world, if possible, to intervene. I think we need to ask, because the reason your father, your grandmother showed is because they want to help. And they want to help with the situation with your mom and your sister. And I do believe that the help is going to come from them. They will be the ones helping you resolve this. They will be the ones helping make peace between you and your sister. And I feel like it's especially your sister, more than your mother. Do you agree with me?
Yes. Yes.
I feel like she's the root of the problem, and it's almost like I feel like in a way she might even instigate your mother.
She does.
So, yeah.
Absolutely.
So I feel like she's the one that is causing all of this nightmare to happen, and it's sad to see, but she's like enjoying it. Some people have fun in causing pain. It's something that is so strange, but that's the sense I have of your sister. That in her, it's a misery. This is the word that I'm finding. She enjoys being bad, and she enjoys this turmoil. It's sad. It's a sad thing to say that people have this side of their shadow. That's a shadow of her. A tendency to self-sabotage everything, sabotage even her own self.
Well, and that's why I'm not reaching out, right? I mean, because I feel like...
Well, you cannot reach out. This has to be... You need, in cases like this, you might try to reach out once, 3 times, and you feel rejected, and that hurts. Mm-hmm. You don't want to be rejected. Mm-hmm. You want to be... how should I say, in harmony with the situation, but you cannot be under the circumstances. And I definitely can tell you that you need a divine intervention, and that divine intervention comes from above. Like we used to say, we ask God for help, or we ask someone from above to help, and that's the kind of a help you will receive here.
Okay.
So you will have your grandma helping you here fix the situation. That's what's going to happen. And I'm absolutely convinced that the situation will turn in such a way that your mom will acknowledge the situation. She will be the one, the first one to make peace. And then at the end of the day, there will be peace will be back and harmony will get back in this family. But you're not going to change your sister. She is who she is, you know. Exactly. So then you have to accept her for who she is if you want to be in touch with her. And don't try to argue with her in any way. Just let it be. Let people be who they are. But you will have, I promise you, this is going to happen.
Okay, I just have one question. Happen before my mom passes? Will it happen before my mom dies?
Absolutely. That's what I said. This will happen relatively soon. And let's be in touch. I suspect something in the next 2-3 months. And I want you to ask for that divine circumstance that will bring this to a resolution and bring this back to harmony. So I love you, my dear. And thank you so much for calling. I'm going to go to, hi, Robin. How are you, my dear?
Oh, well, hello, Carmen. I'm fine. Thank you. One of my questions, Carmen.
Sure, yeah.
Is first I want to know what book that you wrote. I want to buy one of your books.
And any of my books. You can buy Everyday Karma, Decoding Your Destiny, 11 Principles, Holiness, the Trinity of Life, or you can buy the Karma Queen's Guide to Relationship. That's a book on relationship. I think that the last book I wrote will resonate a lot with you. So if you want to buy a book, then I can give you minutes free. So we can talk in private if you think you have more to talk to me. That, of course, on a show, the time is limited.
Yes, I understand. Yeah, because I bought several of your books, but I want to know the one that was best for me. And
I think that one, my last book, will probably resonate with you more.
Okay, that's good. So my question tonight is I'm trying to get my life together since I took care of my father for 5.5 years, and I'm still somewhat, very sad over his passing, and so it's taking time. But I need guidance from you as far as my purpose in moving forward. I mean, I'm trying to by putting ads out for tutoring, but I don't know.
What it is that you like doing most? What is your calling? You know, if you, some of us, we never know what is the calling. Do you know your calling?
Yeah, I think I know my calling.
Yeah, what is it?
Well, I mentor girls in counseling.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's a real calling. You can do so much good. Can you develop that into making it something that grows and something that it can become how should I say, an organization, like developing a program, something that becomes known to people, write a book about it? How can you make it resonate in the heart as many people as possible? You understand?
Well, I've already written a book. It's published, and I designed a program. So I have a program already, and I used to be a 501, but
out there. Is this program have an audio tape? Is this program, how should I say, published somewhere? Do you do seminars? Do you do video clips on them?
No, I didn't do anything. I haven't done anything since my father died.
Well, do it. Do it because it's going to make you so happy. And it's going to make your father very happy. And it's going to make your soul feel fulfilled. You know, it's the joy that this will give you is the best thing that you can possibly experience. So I just want you to do audio tapes. I want you to make a program out there, make it available to people, reach out as many people as possible, because this is beautiful. The kind of work that you do is so empowering, and people need this type of work. So let me know about the progress. Give yourself like 2 months to half a year to achieve all of this, and you follow your progress. See how you succeeding in making or translating them into reality. So think about how you're going to make this happen. Yeah.
Okay, and how do I support myself in the meanwhile?
But is this not something that can bring you finance? Because I feel like if you know how to, gain money, how to make money through the program, then this can be a huge source of income. Do you counsel people one-on-one? Do you do like seminars in counseling people? You know what I mean? Like a group of people. Do you do any of this?
I haven't done it for several years because I was taking care of my father, and in the meantime, I've just been living off some of my assets, and I've been
no, that's
renting.
Not a solution. So the problem is that we need to turn this into a source of income.
Yes.
So all your effort of serving other people needs to give you back the financial support that you need to live a very comfortable life. It's exactly like, okay, you write a book and then you become known and then you have a message and the message resonates in the heart of people, but at the end of the day, you can be paid through books, through seminars, through all the work that you do. So somewhere, you know, in through the process, you're not benefiting from the work that you do. So this is what we need to put energy into.
Is there anyone in particular that you think that I should or I could contact that I can reach out to them, they will accept it?
Let me think, because this is something I can put a little bit of effort into it and guide you through this. So feel free to email me. I'll give you my phone, and feel free to email me, and we can, as you bought my books, I'll give you free time, and we can discuss in details. Will that be okay?
I would love that, Carmen.
Okay,
I would love it.
my lovely Robert. Send me just an email at CarmenHarra@AOL. Carmen Harra, one word, at AOL. And I'll respond, give you my private number, and then we can talk these days. And thank you, Robin, so much for being part of my show.
Oh, thank you.
I love you, Robin. We'll find the ways. Take care. I'm going to go to Domingas. Hi, Domingas. Thank you for waiting so patiently.
I know. Thank
Hi,
you.
my love.
I almost thought I wouldn't get you today, but thank you to get to me, and I really appreciate your help.
Oh, I love you, Domingas. You know what? Because you're my old friend, I choose to speak with some ladies who are just at the beginning calling the show. So I said, you're not going to be upset with me. So did you resonate with my topic?
Oh, I listen every single second of moment and every word in your show. Yes,
because it's so important to know what are you meant to do, what are your skills, what are your abilities, how can you find different avenues to express yourself, because we change through life, and maybe our calling in their 20s is different than our callings in their 50s. So what is your calling, Dominga?
Right now I'm reaching 40. I just turned 40 October 26, and I'm in that build up. I'm feeling old though. I'm feeling old. Maybe it's because of wisdom.
Oh, never feel old. Never feel old. Never.
My father was 1920. I think my father was for 1920. I think his DNA got to me in some wisdom part that is a deeper side of wisdom that it is deeper than myself. That's the only thing I'm struggling right now.
I don't want you
I'm
to
a child
ever
of
say
all.
that you're struggling. I want you to pay attention to the words that you use. I want you to always find resources. I want you to tell yourself, I'm growing. These are my challenges, not my struggle. And I'm learning through them. And I'm evolving and I'm moving forward. And I have my best life is yet to come, because that's exactly what's going to happen. Actually, you know, the time from now on into your future will be way better than in the last 5 to 10 years. You know, as we getting older means getting wiser, getting more accustomed to the world around and how to integrate yourself in the world. So it's an extremely powerful process. So I just want you to, I am coming to the end of the show, Dominguez. You have to excuse me, but feel free to call me, Dominguez. I'll give you some minutes free. And for everybody listening, I love you guys. Elena, give me a call whenever you can. I love you guys. And I'll be back. I'll be back with Christopher next Tuesday, same time, same place. OMTime Radio. Thank you so much for listening. God bless you, everybody. Thank you. I appreciate you listening.